Hello, and welcome to another BTFO. Today is going to be an interesting double feature, I guess. Today we're going to be talking about Dust Bunny and Silent Night, Deadly Night, the 2025 version. So, starting with Dust Bunny, I believe, who knows? There's still a few weeks left in the year. But I believe this will actually be the last addition to the 1 to 2 word action movie arc that we've been going on this year. And I gotta say, Dust Bunny is a movie that, well, I hesitate to call it good, because I do have some significant issues with it. It is an extremely fun movie. It's basically it's if John Wick met the Never-Ending Story, but it was directed by Wes Anderson, I guess. That's probably a good way to put it. Because it feels very Wes Anderson in a lot of the shots that it has, and a lot of the quick pace editing and dialogue. And I gotta say that it's like the opening 10 minutes and the last 10 minutes of this movie are kind of boring and a little disappointing, but the rest of the movie, that other hour and 26 minutes, is a blast to watch. It's really fun. So the basic story is that there's this little girl who has a monster under her bed that keeps eating her parents, and so she discovers that the man who lives across the hall from her, Mads Mikkelsen's character, he, at least the way she perceives it, is that he kills monsters, and he's an actual hitman. Very, I would say very John Wick inspired, especially in the way that he talks and stuff. He kind of feels like an older John Wick that maybe never retired. But he's a lot of fun in this movie, and so the basic idea is that she wants to get him to kill the monster under her bed. And for a good portion of the movie, he tries to convince her that, no, I do kill monsters, but those monsters are people. And, those people killed your parents, and they were looking for me. And, I need to get you out of here. And then, we get the big reveal, which I will say is part of the movie that I don't quite like, is that the movie, it tries to play on both perspectives of the little girl and Mads Mikkelsen. It tries to be oh, well, either one could be true, but it already basically shows us definitively what is true in both cases, which is kind of annoying to me, where it's I think the movie would be a lot better structured if we went through a good portion knowing the truth according to Mads Mikkelsen, and then we saw the truth according to the little girl, and then we saw the actual truth. I think that would help structure it a little better, because the way it is, they have a bunch of quote-unquote reveals in the movie. It's yeah, I knew that. Like, you showed me that already. Thanks. I guess I'm glad that the characters are now caught up with me, the viewer. But it's not really done to leverage any dramatic irony. It just sort of happens to be that way. Um, but yeah, overall, I would say that I enjoyed this movie quite a bit. Um, I will say it's quite weird because, at least according to IMDb, it's rated R. The app that I bought my ticket off of, I'm pretty sure says that it's not rated. I'm not sure what makes it rated R, frankly. Like, maybe it's just that the violence is intense? Like, maybe, but, like, it's not a super, like, bloody film, and, like, the characters barely swear. Like, I don't think there is an F word dropped in there. So, I don't know, this is, like, it feels very much like a kid-friendly John Wick adventure, kind of, which is just so bizarre. But yeah, I would recommend Dust Bunny, if you're looking to have a fun time with a kind of campy, kind of schlocky action movie, then yeah, I would definitely recommend Dust Bunny. Then moving on to the Silent Night, Deadly Night remake, which, it's the holiday season, I suppose, and the next BTFO is going to come out after Christmas on Boxing Day, so, which we don't really celebrate over here in the US. I really wish we did. It'd be nice to have an extra holiday, but, yeah, so I haven't seen the original Silent Night, Deadly Night. I basically only know of it through, like, Red Letter Media and their coverage, and, like, specifically their coverage of the third Silent Night, Deadly Night. So I don't have all that many expectations, or I guess I should say I didn't have that many expectations going into this remake. However, I will say that I was very disappointed with this movie. This is one of those movies that very much holds your hand the whole time through and tries to tell you, like, hey, this is how you should be feeling right now. And it's like, no, fuck off. Like, like, you made an R-rated movie. Let me watch it. Like, because, like, I don't know, it's one of those R-rated movies that feels the need to tell you that, hey, even though you're watching a bunch of violence on screen, murder is wrong, okay? You need to understand that. And it's like, dude, fuck off, you're profiting off of this. Like, it's like, why, like, if anything, I should be telling you that, oh, murder is wrong. Like, why can't we all just get on the same page and go, like, it's fun, Jan, get it. Like, okay? But, yeah, because in this version, the kid's parents are killed on Christmas, and he ends up absorbing the soul of his parents' killer. And basically, from that point, the soul of his parents' killer is omniscient and can, like, immediately identify when people are evil, like, exactly what they did, and it can also geolocate them at that point, which is, like, really lame, because it just removes any element of, like, oh, maybe he could be a stalker. Maybe he just, he kills people because he just enjoys killing. Like, and it's like, no, he only kills bad people. Like, the universe has told him unequivocally these are evil people. So he is just doing good things. And it's like, oh, that's really lame, man. Like, I don't know, it feels like the apt comparison would be like Terrifier 3, where it's like, yeah, no one's rooting for Art the Clown because murder is good. They're rooting for him because he's charismatic and this is all fictional. And it's fun to watch him kill people because it's fiction. And I don't need the characters to be made out to be complete assholes to root for them to be killed, okay? Like, but this film very much feels the need to say that, and it also, like, it has points where it starts to kind of get a little bit fun, and like it starts to kind of indulge a bit into like, hey, like, you know, that's kind of goofy, like that's kind of wacky, isn't it? But like every time it starts to get there, you feel the screenwriter like kind of grab the audience and tell them like, whoa, 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 like, I appreciate that you're having fun, but this is a serious story. Like, you're taking my story seriously, aren't you? And it's like, dude, fuck off. Like, you're making a slasher movie about a guy who dresses up as Santa Claus and kills people. Like, you know, it's like, come on, have a bit of fun with it. It's okay. Like, not every movie needs to be this serious statement on our world today. And, like, easily the most egregious part of that is the second major kill that the guy gets in this is, like, a Nazi party that, like, he just randomly shows up at, and there's just all these Nazis dressed up as Santa Claus because they're celebrating a white Christmas. Do you get it? No? Okay, well, the film's gonna be extremely explicit about, no, Christmas is a white Christian holiday, and so that's why Nazis celebrate it. And it's like, God, this is really fucking cringe. Like, I don't know why bother? Because it feels so performative, where it feels like the screenwriter being like, look guys, I don't like Nazis. You know, I know that's a really hot take right now, but I don't like them. And it's like, dude, it is like the safest take in the world to say that you don't like Nazis. Everyone is fucking saying that. Like, you know, and it's one thing where it's like, if this had been built up and this was like the end of the film, like, you know, this was your big climax, is holy crap, like, the whole town, you know, all the people he's been looking into, they're all fucking Nazis, and he's gotta kill them all. Like, that would be one thing, but it's like, no, these are all just random people that he happened to stumble upon. And it's like, oh, that's really fucking lame. And most of them, he doesn't even kill. Most of them get killed because there's, like, the retarded Nazi lady that he's actually after. Like, she hears him killing people, and so she grabs an Uzi, and instead of just shooting the one guy who's obviously killing people, she just sprays the whole room and manages to kill everyone but him, and then is like, oh no, what did I do? And I was like, what the fuck? Like, what is this? Why did you write it that way? And like, and it's kind of annoying too, because then he goes on a big chase and kills her, and then decides to, like, burn the big barn that, like, they were having their party in. And the one part that I thought was kind of fun in an over-the-top way is that, like, all of the tables, they have little lights that are like swastikas, but they have a light bulb on, like, the four ends of the swastika. And I was like, oh, that's kind of over the top. But then they have this shot where it's like the light is in front of the Nazi banners, and that light is in focus as the fire is, like, coming up from the bottom of the ground, like, burning everything down. And then they shift focus to the banners in the background as they burn up. And it's like, wow. It's like, do you get it? We don't like Nazis. It's like, yeah, I fucking got it. Like, don't. It doesn't need to be this preachy, okay? Like, and I don't know. It's kind of annoying too, where like they, because they have the voice of, like the other guy that killed his parents is like with him through the whole movie, and for a while they kind of try to make it like a weird fourth wall, like it's supposed to be funny kind of thing, where like he's supposed to be kind of the audience voice of like, oh, don't go do that, like, but it's just kind of annoying because again, it's one of those elements of like, hey, that's okay, like you don't need to use your brain, actually we're gonna tell you exactly what to think about this film. And it's like, stop, like just let me watch it, okay? Like I don't need you to tell me exactly what to feel. Like, and like, I don't know, the romance was really kind of forced. Like it was really kind of funny how they're like, oh yeah, we have this really socially awkward character. How do we get him in a relationship? I know, what if we make her also like really emotionally unstable? There you go, they hook up now. And it's like, oh, is that how that works? Okay, sure, alright, like, but yeah, it's just, I don't know, it's one of those movies that is really disappointing, where it's like, man, if you just had fun, if you stopped worrying about, oh, are people gonna like understand that I'm on the right side of history, you know? Are people gonna look at this as a great art piece? Like, you know, like if you stopped worrying about that and just had fun, people might actually like take it seriously as a great art piece, right? Like, you know, because it's like, I don't know, man, like just going back to the Terrifier movies, it's like, oh yeah, like those are fun, you know, and like they're really campy and like over the top, and yet there's a lot of appreciation for them and the work that goes into them because people enjoy those films. People don't often enjoy films that have to like tell you, hey, stop having fun, this is serious, you need to take this seriously. It's like, that's just really annoying, please stop. But yeah, that's pretty much my brief thoughts on Silent Night, Deadly Night, or at least the 2025 version. I don't know if I'll ever end up seeing the original version. I kind of want to watch the third one just for Garbage Day, which they do have a reference to in this one, which kind of annoys me, because it's like, oh, so you know why people liked the other ones. Like, you are aware that they were campy and over the top, and that's why people enjoyed them. And so you added a reference into Garbage Day, but, like, that's it. That's, you know, like, you didn't understand that, oh, maybe we should make our film campy and over the top. But, so yeah, I would not recommend Silent Night, Deadly Night. Again, I mean, I say it every year, but I stand by it every year. If you're looking for an adult Christmas film, watch Fat Man from 2020. It's a really good movie. But yeah, thank you for watching, and bye-bye.